A lot of my work uses rudimentary electronics and acoustic instruments and sometimes natural objects such as animal parts and bone, and turns all of these into electronic instruments which then get amplified to the maximum. And I perform these as solo compositions or songs, but also I use a lot of these instruments in conjunction with other collaborations. I've been working with a few different people. Bob Bellarue, who's a sound artist out of New York City, Sam Rafita, which is a vocalist and drummer out of Los Angeles, John Dietrich, who's a musician here based in Albuquerque. And there's also a large ensemble here in Albuquerque that I have formed called the Death Convention Singers, which is about 30 musicians here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We write pieces for each other. This is Post Commodities studio called Spirit Abuse, which is where we make our installations, but we also host touring musicians and video events and art installations of other artists that we enjoy and that we admire their work. Post Commodities has been working for about 7 years. It's a collective of all American Indian artists. We come from different backgrounds, different tribes, but also different mediums, and we combine to make these giant musical instrument installations that sometimes use video, performance, sound, and sculpture. One of the main projects I'm involved in and have been involved in for the past 10 years is the Native American Composers Apprenticeship Project, which is a project where I go out to the Navajo and Hopi reservations and work with young students, high school age and middle school age, to notate and compose string quartets. Each student writes a 3-minute piece for a quartet, which then is played by a quartet out of New York City called Ethel, world-class musicians who come to the reservation and work with the students and myself to fine-tune these pieces that the kids had written, and then we put on a concert at the Grand Canyon.